you cut that shit out, I don't know how much of this are you gonna leak out? All of it, I guess. I might need to get a pot. Let's see. Pot. All right. We're cooking now. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need snap ring pliers. I will return. Alright, we're back. It took me way too long to get this snap ring off. I don't have snap ring pliers small enough, and the ones that I bought are also too big for the snap ring. I should have knew that, but you know, we make it work. I ended up jamming two flatheads together and then like prying apart off each other. So it might be hell to put it back together, but you know, we'll figure that out when we get there. As we have with everything else. It's coming, it's just taking a minute. Alright. Cool. Water pump is on. This thing's plastic. Wow. Never would have guessed it. Okay. Alright, so upon further inspection, I've decided that I'm just going to take this carrier out and not try and pick that seal out. That should at least make the hole bigger if the seal doesn't come out with it, but I'm just going to, the snap ring pliers that I did get seem to fit in here pretty okay. And I can squeeze it real hard, and voila, there we go. This comes out. It's got two O-rings on it that comes in the kit. There's an O-ring in here that goes against the back side of this. Let's see. So you can have O-ring, and then there's a groove right here that you can see probably at the top. O-ring sits in here. That O-ring is already inside. We are replacing this bearing. Fuck it. We're not replacing this bearing because that one looks just fine. And this is a pretty generic leak that just leaks right here. And I'm pretty sure as long as I didn't pull this out, which is this seal, so this goes in here like this. It's this back seal that blocks oil from getting into your water, and this front seal is what blocks water from getting into your oil. This weep hole was only weeping water and not oil like it is now since I've removed this, so I'm pretty sure I can replace these O-rings, replace these seals, button it all back up, and it should, in theory, be solid. I should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on that right now. Okay. So let's see. Now that I'm looking at the kit, these are all, they're two different sized O-rings. You've got your large one, that's going to be the one that stays inside, and then you've got two smaller ones, those are the ones that stretch out over this. Alright, so I've got to figure a better system out for recording. I just recorded the startup, it's not leaking, the full install. Actually, I did get most of the install, but I did not get me finalizing it or me going over the different aspects of it. But yeah, because I apparently was not recording. But it is fixed. It's no longer leaking. It's reversal of taking it off. So it's these 4 bolts come off. Snap ring comes off. The impeller comes off. Once all that's cleared, you're going to have a rod that keeps the impeller attached to the cam. That little rod comes out, and then you just pull the carrier out. I used a pair of snap ring pliers to put in, and then pry, and then pull back out. Carrier comes out. It has 2 O-rings mounted onto it, and then behind it there's an extra O-ring. Replace that O-ring and the 2 that are on the carrier. There's 2 seals, one on the back side of the carrier and one on the front side. That blocks oil and water. Push all that back in. Put the new gasket onto this plate. Put the plate back on. Crank the bike up, and it's no longer leaking from the weep hole. I am going to drain the oil and put new oil back in it because I want to check and make sure that it's not leaking coolant into the oil now on the back side. So that's where we're at. This is finished, and I'm going to be riding a Supermoto here soon.